In Jira Service Management, you can create subtasks two different ways, manually and automatically. So let's go through a real-life example. We have this incident right here of request type report a system problem with the summary Oracle database outage critical. Now we could go into the issue itself and click on this button and start creating subtasks. So let's say that for this particular request type, we would have to divide, let's say into 4 different subtasks, right? So the first one being verify network connectivity, the second one being restarting the database. And you see it starts to get annoying when you do it one by one, right? Now that's the first way of creating subtasks. But there's an easier way of doing that, and that's doing it via an automation. So to do that, we're going to go back to our project. We're going to click on project settings. And we're going to scroll to automation. And to get started with the automation, we're going to click on that create rule button. And then our trigger is going to be when the issue is created, because as soon as it's created, that's when we want to start creating our subtask. Okay. Now we always have to put some sort of condition, and for this one, we're actually going to have 2 conditions. The first one is the request type itself. Okay. So I'm doing it for this request type. If I go to my portal and I go to applications, I'm doing it for this one, report a system problem, because it's a outage for a database, right? Now, in this request type, we have a couple of fields, right? We have summarize the problem, description, impacted systems, incident type, and urgency. I'm going to filter this even further. So when a user clicks on just the Oracle database option and of type outage, then we create the subtask. Again, you can choose any fields that you like. This is just for this example. Okay, so we're going to go back to our automation, and then as I said, the first condition is going to be of request type. So issue fields condition. I'm going to type in request type equals report a system problem. That's going to be your first condition. We're going to add another condition. Okay, and this one's going to be of smart values condition, because we're going to take a field. This one, impacted systems, right? So smart values condition, and what we're going to put here is issue.impacted systems, because again, impacted systems is a field that we want. It's right here, impacted systems. Okay. Now, if that equals to Oracle database, then we want to proceed, and we only want to do this for outages, right? So we have to put another condition of incident type equal to outage. So we're going to click on add a condition, the same thing, smart values condition. And for this one, we're going to put issue dot incident type. That's, incident type. And we're going to set it equal to outage. Okay. Now that we have our conditions, now we can proceed to creating our subtasks. So what we're going to do is click on action, and we're going to search for the create subtask action. Okay. And now in the summary, if you recall from when we did it manually, we have, and again, this is just for this particular example, verify network connectivity, restart the database, rollback, and communicate updates. So that's exactly what we're going to put in for these subtasks. So we're going to go back to our automation. That's going to be the first one. And then the second one is going to be this one. Then the rollback. And finally, communicate updates to the impacted teams. And now we have our 4 subtask, right? So we're going to turn this rule on, and we're going to give it a name. So create subtask for Oracle outages. And we're going to turn this rule on. We're going to go to our audit log just to make sure that it works, and we're going to test this. Okay. So we're going to go back to our portal, and again, this one is in applications, and it's of request type report a system problem. So let's put help Oracle outage. Okay. Let's just put massive Oracle outage. Please help ASAP. And then again, remember for our impacted systems, we have to select Oracle database, incident type outage. And then we didn't put a filter for urgency, but let's assume it's critical. And we're going to send this. We're going to go back to our audit log and then refresh. We got to give it some time. And there we go. Success. So let's go back to our project. And let's go to incidents, open incidents. This one right here. And there are 4 subtasks. And that's how you do it via an automation.